you introduce us a little bit about you and your name?
Yes, my name is Tarn Taran Kaur Khalsa, and I live in Espanola, New Mexico. And I've been teaching this course, Conscious Pregnancy. And this is to help women individually become much more aware of themselves and what's their impact that they have on their child, as well as training women how to teach this.
Wonderful. Um, and also, what is the philosophy or the perspective from the yogic point of view in a conscious pregnancy?
Well, conscious pregnancy really starts at conception. What's the relationship that the mother and the father have with each other? What's their communication, their daily life? I mean, as yogis, we say sex does not begin in the bedroom, it starts in the living room. How is life in their day to day? How they're communicating, how they're working together, supporting each other. So, conception really starts with the relationship, and the sexual relationship is only part of it.
And there's a lot of culture and country. After birth, they have such a special time, the 40th day, to help the mother and to support the mother. Will you share the yogic point of view on that?
Yes, as you said, many cultures do have the 6 weeks after birth as a time for the woman to recuperate her body, get to know who this child is, create a family culture, a rhythm of how they're living together, and of course figuring out breastfeeding, the child's language. They don't speak English and they don't speak Japanese. They speak baby language, that subtle communication through their sound, through their body language. And it takes a time to learn that for the mother. But during the 40 days, she's cared for. She has special food. She has massage. She has an opportunity of being nurtured herself so she can nurture the child. And it's a wonderful time to recuperate and become strong in order to take the responsibility of being a mother.
In a new age, it's a technology age, and so every woman out there are so busy. What is your recommendations for the women that are so busy at work?
During pregnancy?
During the 40th days?
Well, your child learns how to love in those first 3 days. And during those 40 days, the child learns to belong. The child learns, oh, my family's there to take care of me. Oh, this is cozy. They're quiet. They're listening to me. I'm developing my ability to belong. And so it's a real, if you want to look at it, it's an investment for your child's future and your child's stability, for its capacity to learn, for its capacity to be a whole human. So it's an investment you can look at, but it's also a very precious time for the mother to recuperate her body so she can heal and feel great and radiant, and it's okay to take some time off.
And in class today, you were mentioned about how a lot of us, we all want love, but then what we think love is not what love really is. And how is it related to pregnancy, conscious pregnancy?
Well, the yogic definition, or one of the yogic definitions of love, is an act of selflessness within oneself. That you experience that the other person is you. And that as you're communicating to them, to their soul, to their essence, to their divinity, to that radiant being who's living inside the body. So during those first 3 days after birth, that's when we learn that. that bonding between the mother and the child, the skin contact, the eye contact, the sound, the smell. That's when the human learns love. Someone is there for me. I know that this is a safe place. So it's a precious time. It's a really precious time for the human being. And we talk about human care for animals and for other beings, but how can we be human with each other and love each other and have time for each other? It's a very precious thing to honor.
Yeah, I agree with you. And how can we change the world through this conscious pregnancy, or what's your view on that?
Well, the time of pregnancy, everything the mother experiences from the 120th day until the separation with the navel cord, yogis have known for thousands of years this is when the subconscious mind is built. Well, scientists have been saying, well, a child can learn music, classical music, if the mother listens to classical music. But the yogi said, it's not only the music, it's the whole life. So the teaching begins actually in the womb. So through a woman allowing herself, giving herself permission to have that relaxed pregnancy where she's meditating, she's caring for herself, she's talking to her child, and then those 3 days after the birth, as well as the 40 days after the birth, if each woman would do that, that would make a huge impact. Just consider all the people you see in your life, on the underground, on the freeways, anywhere, just a group of people. Every individual has been born from a mother. And if each mother would have that experience of their own beauty, their own confidence, their own grace, their nobility, all these things that are precious, all these attributes that are precious to the human, that give us that sensitivity of being human. If each woman would acknowledge that in herself, and then nurture her relationships, her child, the world would change. Because she holds a lot of impact. She regulates the relationships around her.
Thank you. Do you have anything else you want to say before we?
I think one important thing, it's not that difficult, but it does take focus.
And discipline. No?
Well, let's weigh it. Do we want to care for the child during pregnancy and during those 40 days? And then the child has a much more solid base? Or do we want to take care of only our needs and our job and our busyness, and then have that child for the rest of the life have problems? I mean, we can't have generalizations, but just in general, it's a very precious time for the human.
Satnam.
Satnam, thank you.
Thank you.